Hi. So, I don't know what to say right now. To be honest, I'm just feeling kind of irritated at the moment. I was feeling really motivated and optimistic earlier in the day, but I don't know, I'm just kind of irritated now. I couldn't find my earphones, so I went to the store that I originally got them from. Only spent like $5 on them, so I was thinking, okay, I'll just go back and get another pair. But the store recently kind of went through like a redesign, so none of their tech is out. You know, the lady was out doing the planogram, but obviously if she has a whole section to do, she can't really stop to find one particular pair of earbuds for me. So that was a bust, and I ended up going to the convenience store that's like near my house. Ended up spending $20 on these, just to find out that my earbuds are in my fiance's truck. And I tried calling him a couple of times earlier, and no answer, no answer. Me really wanting to get out and walk, you know, I decided to buy a new pair. Just for less than 10 minutes after I buy the new pair, he tells me that my previous pair is in his truck. So I'm annoyed that I had to spend $20 on an item that wasn't truly gone. And I'm just overall irritated right now. I am upset with myself that I gained weight and I got back to over the threshold where I felt like my first big accomplishment in losing weight. Granted, I didn't gain back all of my weight, but I gained about half, almost half of the weight that I lost. And I don't know, it's very, very discouraging. It's very discouraging. I'm not defeated by it because I know if I lost the weight once, I could lose it again. But I feel like last year when I got the temporary job, I feel like that's when my productivity and me being super conscious of what I'm putting in my body and how much activity and movement and all of that, I feel like that's where it kind of gotten off track because I had more than one thing to focus on. And then when that job ended, I really wanted to focus on building up my YouTube, my gaming channel YouTube, because during that time I had got over 1,000 subscribers over there and became monetized, and I figured, hey, I want to commit more of my time to that because I would like to earn more income, obviously, but it's just something that I've been working at for so long. I started that channel in 2017, and in 2020 I just got monetized, and I figured that I should give it more of my attention, which is why videos on here stop. And then at the end of November, right before my birthday, I got engaged, and I feel like things really slowed down after that point. It's around the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, I guess. Just eating more without really focusing on what I'm putting in my body, just really allowing myself to celebrate and giving myself those allowances and slowly seeing the weight come back because I still was weighing every day. I still am weighing every day, and I'm still doing the 10,000 steps, but my effort has been really, really minimum, and my mindfulness has just been really taking a back seat. And I'm just irritated with myself because I know better. And it's like weighing myself every day. It's like I would see it, but it's like my weight was fluctuating. It's like from one day to the next, I would gain 3 pounds. And then, maybe 2 days later, I would lose, within that time, 4 pounds. And it's just the constant up and down, up and down, up and down, which is really, really irritating to me. And just feel like my hormones and just everything is all out of whack. And now we're at the point, my fiance and I, where we're trying to purchase a property and do some things with that. And I am getting more traction as far as my services, as far as doing shirts and logo design and other things like that, and just being seated at my computer more, staying up super late in the middle of the night, still trying to work on my gaming YouTube channel, having to record that at 2 and 3 a.m. because we live 5 minutes from an airport, and we have neighbors, and it's like there's noise all of the time, and me wanting to give the best possible quality, and my sleep schedule has been shot. And I don't know. I just been feeling kind of overwhelmed lately. If I'm to be completely honest, and I feel like a brat for even saying that, because compared to other people in the world, I mean, I live a pretty stable life. I was gonna say a different word, but I'm just gonna say stable. I have a pretty stable life. I have access to clean water, I have access to food, I have shelter, I have, people who I know love me around. Granted, I don't get to see them nearly as much as I would like to because of the pandemic, but I just feel like with unresolved traumas from my childhood and youth, compounded with me trying to do so many things to better my life, to me getting engaged, which is such a huge, event in my life, to, me and my fiance talking about building and partnership, to me feeling like, am I even capable of all of these things in addition to a global pandemic? It's really been a lot. But I'm trying to remember that I started losing weight during the pandemic. And if I did it once, I can do it again. I can totally do it again. And I just have to not sit and throw a pity party for myself. I have to just dust myself off and get it done. And I've been thinking about rejoining Noom. I mean, that's when I had the most success. And I feel like it's because I had someone to help me stay accountable. I was committed to logging in whatever calories for my food intake, and that made me think if I wanted to accept responsibility for putting certain foods in my mouth. And it's not good or bad foods, but it's just food with high caloric density or low caloric density, and accepting all of that and being accountable and responsible, and having that system in place to see what you're doing. And when I stopped logging my meals, I feel like that's when I started to fall back into those old habits of, oh, I really didn't eat that much, which might be true, but a handful of pretzels is more calories than a handful of grapes, right? Or, one candy bar is more calories than, one piece of fruit. So yeah, I hadn't been eating that much, but what I have been eating is high caloric density, and I know that. And it was just a way to make it okay in my mind to accept me falling back into bad habits, me celebrating a little bit too much, me going too easy on myself, and crossing back over that threshold where I never wanted to cross back over again made me realize, hey sis, wake up, wake the heck up, and just get it done. Just get it done. Especially I wanted to lose more weight this year because, we wanted to get married next year. And that's still the plan, but us finding this property is a huge piece in that, for things that I'm not ready to share. I'll share them once things are more into action with that. But there's just been so much that's been weighing on me mentally and emotionally and psychologically that I guess I hadn't realized just how much it shows up in other parts of my life, that I just really need to get a handle on. And for me, just regaining that motivation of why I was losing weight in the first place. You know, initially, my motivation for losing weight was I wanted to have a better quality of life. I wanted to be able to have children without complications. I wanted to feel happy and healthy and confident, and that be my normal, for that to not be a foreign concept to me, because I've always been a bigger kid. I've always been able to gain weight really, really easily, and it take a lot more effort on my end to lose that weight, and I know these things, and I just have to dig deep and find that same motivation that I started with. Dig deep to those points in my life that were really key points where I knew that my weight was an issue for why I experienced certain negative things, and just put that back into that fuel that I need to stay on track. But anyway, I just wanted to get this out. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to be sharing this on my YouTube channel, but I had to get this off of my chest, because I don't know, I just feel like the problems that I have aren't really worth complaining to other people about, because there's so many people going through so much worse. But my problems are having a negative effect on my life, and it doesn't do me any good holding them inside. So I just wanted to get it out of my head, get it off of my chest, so I can just release it and focus on solutions and focus on getting back on track. So yeah,